Zion Williamson has continued to make waves since posting this dunk to his IG on Tuesday. Yesterday, he was cleared to participate in one-on-one drills and was seen going off the dribble and dunking multiple times. Despite positive trends, when asked if Zion could still return this season, Willie Green was non-committal.
We don't know. As far as right now, the update is the update. Z is still out indefinitely. He's still working towards being fully healthy, which he's not, but he's getting there, and we'll update you guys as we get to that point, if we get to that point.
And we now welcome in Brian Windhorst for more on Zion. And Brian, what is your understanding of how things have developed between Zion and the Pelicans over the last few days?
Yeah, another chapter for this saga this season. From what I understand, he was not cleared to do that kind of dunk, although it was darn impressive, Cass, when he posted it to his IG 2 days ago. This is just an illustration of what's happened with Zion a lot with the Pelicans, which is he is on one timetable and the Pelicans are on another. And, this is, something that is a trust issue that goes both ways. And, for a guy who's had setbacks this year, obviously, the Pelicans are going to want to protect him, and here's Zion basically saying, "Listen, I'm ready to do more." So he did get cleared to do one-on-one after that. Maybe that sticks to the schedule, maybe it doesn't. But with just less than 10 games left in the regular season and him only cleared to do one-on-one, it is unlikely he's cleared in the short-term future. And we'll see what happens between the two sides this summer.
He's played just 85 career games, and it's hard to have trust issues in a relationship. And he's eligible for an extension this summer. Given his history, how should the Pelicans handle his future?
Carefully. There's three choices here. One, you extend him, which he's extension eligible this summer. I find it hard to believe they will be able to extend him in a full guarantee. He's a max player, but I don't know if you can guarantee him the full max, so I don't know how that negotiation would go. Option two is to not extend him, let him play out next season, and become a restricted free agent. They would still control his rights and have matching rights, but obviously that would not be something that's ideal. And then the third option, which I don't think they want to do, is to trade him. And we'll see what happens with their draft pick. Remember, they get the Lakers pick if it's in the top 10, and right now it's right there. What happens with that pick could determine things. So it's not an ideal situation, but it is certainly not a completely broken situation. They can repair it. Zion can come back and contribute. I just don't expect it to be in the short term.
Brian, thank you, as always, for your insight. All right, now back here with Matt. Obviously, you have to weigh this investment. Zion is shown to be box office, as we know. But ultimately, Matt, it comes down to, do you feel Zion can win you a championship? Can he be the best player on a championship team?
I think he can. I mean, as we stated, he's only played 85 games, which is a little bit more than a full season. He's averaged 26 points and shot 60% from the field. And this is from a kid who's 21 years old, who's playing off pure athleticism, hustle, power, and strength. We have these same type. To me, the question more is, can he stay healthy enough to fill his potential? I remember I was in the league when Joel Embiid first came in the league, and he had a lot of foot troubles. We never knew if we were going to see the greatness that we're seeing today. He would show flashes, he'd be hurt. Zion has done something similar. Obviously, Joel was able to play more games, but I think this kid is still only 21 years old. Wait till he's about 23, 24, in about 265. This kid is going to be unbelievable because, to me, he still doesn't know the intricacies of the games, the angles, the understanding of just how to play this NBA game. And when that hits, if he's healthy, there's no reason why he can't be the best player on the championship team. It may not be in New Orleans, but he could definitely be the best player on the championship team, I feel like.
I'm back with Perk and Vince. Perk, your thoughts. Can he be the best player on a championship team?
No, I don't believe so, and he's showing the signs why he can't, and it's not because of what he's doing on the court, it's off the court. Like, him and Joel Embiid mentality are completely different. Joel Embiid was always around the team. Joel Embiid was always speaking to the media. Joel Embiid always showed signs that he had the capability of being a franchise player. Being a franchise player is not what you just do on the court, it's what you do off the court. And hearing Willie Green say, we're going to circle back and talk about it, we're going to circle back and talk about it, when are we going to hear from Zion?
We haven't.
Yeah, and I just think real quick is that, I think he needs another guy right now. I think he can develop into a go-to guy and the best player on the championship team, but I think he needs another guy, a 1A, 1B now
Everyone
until
does.
further notice.
Everyone does, though.
And to your
but
point,
I just don't think he can do it by himself. Is all I'm saying.
No, you're right.
And to your point, maybe they approach him like Joel Embiid and give him an extension with a lot of incentives built in.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.